Hey guys, I'm Leila. So today we have a showcase for Corvis the Corruptor. Now what's a lot of fun is we're going to be running him and an Infinity Clan Boss comp. It's going to be an Ultra Nightmare, and this showcase is going to be courtesy of US, so US, thank you very much. And the Infinity copy is going to be replacing Hellborn Sprite. So what we're going to do is I am going to show you guys his gear. You know, we're going to look at his stats. We're going to look at his abilities. I kind of explain why he's in the Infinity comp, and then we're going to go run it. Now we do know Infinity comps tend to be very long, so of course, you know, we will shorten the video down a little bit. But here is Corvus. I mean, he looks really cool. He reminds me of one of the plague doctors, right? Like he's wearing that mask from the plague. And this is what we have. US actually has him set up in crit damage. Now, you guys asked me to start showing you the stats and the gear, so we'll start doing that. He has 3 sets of crit damage, and look at those accessories. We're going to get to those in a minute as well. But look at this. Like, we have some really good speed and crit damage rolls there. Again, look at the speed on that, huh? Looks like you did really well as far as speed and crit damage rolls, on top of having crit damage accessories here, or artifacts. Speed, we got some accuracy here. We have crit damage gauntlets with defense, crit rate, and speed. Chest piece, we're going defense. And then we also have some crit rate and speed rolls on that. And it looks like for the boots, we went for 6-star speed boots also in the crit damage set. So here we are. Now for the accessories, let's take a look at the accessories. So we do have Refresh, which is the 5% chance to prevent a skill cooldown. So we do have the ring on that, which is a defense and does have a defense percent roll on that. Refresh Amulet HP that did roll some accuracy and resistance and also has some crit damage. And then the Refresh Banner, that's accuracy. It looks like it has some HP rolls on it as well too. So you guys see that he is a defense-based champ. And then, you know, that's why we have the defense percent chest piece as well as, you know, like the defense ring. So we look at his stats. He's at almost 45,000 HP, 1,800 attack, 3,900 defense. He's at 246 speed. We're not worried about his crit rate. His crit damage is at 295%, 198 on the resistance, and 318 on the accuracy. Now, why would we have him in this comp? So we're going to take a look at that in a minute, but primarily like his A2 is really good for this. So his A1 is called Reductive Process. It hits once and has a 40% chance of doing a decreased attack, which again is, you know, it's good on the clan boss. Medical Miracle, this is why we have him in here replacing Sprite, is it's an AoE, which again doesn't really matter on the clan boss. What matters is that there's 2 hits. The first hit increases the duration of enemy debuffs. The second hit increases the ally buff duration. So this is why we have him in here, is because he hits twice, with the first hit affecting the clan boss, the second hit affecting us. Field Research, AoE, that we have poison sensitivity, and the Curious Draw decreases the damage enemies under poison debuff inflicts, which is good. So again, that means we're going to be taking less damage because he's going to have a lot of poisons on him. And ally defense in all battles by 30%. So you guys are going to see we are going to take advantage of this because he is going to be in lead. And for masteries, we have offense and support. And so what you don't see behind me is that we have methodical, and his T6 is going to be War Master. All right, so with that, let's go take him into the Infinity comp, and we're going to go run Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. All right, guys, so here is our team. Here's our team. So obviously you see that we do have some presets. So let's get into the presets because Infinity comps always do. With Corvus, we are going to be starting with his Medical Miracle, which is going to be increasing the duration of enemy buffs, debuffs. I'm sorry, actually, we're going to be starting with Field Research. Sorry about that, reread that. Field Research, which is going to be poisons. So we're going to start with the poisons, then we're going to go to the debuff buffs, and then we're going to come back to the poisons as well, too. Krisk is going to be started with his Invincible Shell, which is the Provoke, which doesn't, you know, is what is there, too. And then we have increased defense and speed. And then we're going to do an Ally Protect, Continuous Heal. But we're only going to be doing his Invincible Shell once, you guys see there. He's going to start with it, and then it's shut off. Brogni, we are going to have him do his Resilient Glow. Here's what he's going to start with. It's going to be block debuffs, increase attack, and shield. He's only going to do that once. And then we're going to get to Cavern Grasp, which removes a random buff from enemies, also does some shields. Lanicus, Banner of Legends, which is increased crit rate and attack. And then Companions of Fate. This is going to be the ally attack, right? And then again, Banner of Legend, we're only going to be doing once. And then Corpulent Cadaver, all we want him doing is his A1. That's it. So you're going to see that his other two abilities are shut off. A1 inflicts additional damage if this champ is under a shield. Okay? So here is our comp. And just like I had said, is we are going to have Corvus in lead for ally defense and battles by 30%. All right, so here we go. Now you're going to notice again, so this clan boss is magic right now. US says that this team has performed best on spirit affinity, with force being the worst affinity. So like magic and void are a bit indifferent. And I believe he said his best run has been about 700 million damage, which is great. That's really good. So we'll see how he does on this run. Now I am recording this live on Twitch. So what I probably will do is, we'll have up a prediction so you guys can predict how much damage you think this team is going to do. We know that this is going to take a while. Like these Infinity Comp runs take a while. If you guys didn't know, they do push through that turn 50. Usually the unkillable comps stop at turn 50 because at turn 50, the clan boss ignores unkillable, right? Ignores block damage and unkillable. So usually that's where they stop. But these comps can usually push forward and push through that. Yeah, go. So what that means, guys, is go grab yourself some popcorn, grab yourself a snack, a drink, whatever you want to do. Now, again, this is up on YouTube. For those of you guys watching at home, what I am going to do is, we're going to speed up through a little bit as well. And we'll start to see as the team starts to fall apart and kind of give you an idea of where this comp will be at that turn 50, where, like I said, most comps kind of fall down. But I would love to know if you guys do have Corvus, where are you running him? Have you guys had a chance to build a comp like this? I actually, looking at this comp, I have Krisk, I have Corpulent, and I have Brogni. I do not have Lanicus, and personally, I don't have Corvus either. So thank you, US, for this showcase. I know that Corvus is just such a neat champ overall. I can't wait to see, because he's got poisons in there too, right? So I can't wait to see how much damage he's going to do. And again, he's replacing Sprite is what his spot is here for. I'm pretty sure that Corpulent is still going to be pretty much like the main DPS here, but it's going to be exciting to see what Corvus could do. All right, guys, we're back. So we are on turn 25, and you're going to see that we're at almost 41 mil. Again, halfway to the 50. So again, if we continue on the way that we are, by the time we get to 50, we should be kind of around like that 80, 81, 82 damage point, which again is really exciting to see where we will end up and how many turns this is going to take. Are we going to go the full turn count? I actually don't know what the full turn count is on clan boss, guys, if anybody knows that, but it's exciting to see where we're going to end up at. And obviously, by looking where everybody is, nobody is in any danger or any trouble whatsoever. Everybody is completely good here. Look at that. So we're going to do, 1,500. Okay. So we're at 1,500. If everyone stays alive, it's turn 137. Okay. So we'll have to see. Staying alive. Staying alive. I'm curious if we're going to stay alive long enough to get to 137 or where this is going to go. So with that, we will fast forward a little bit and I'll see you guys soon. All right, guys, we are back and we are on turn count 50 at 107 mil, 108. Definitely scaled so much faster and higher with Cadaver than I thought. Because if you guys recall, I previously just said I expect us to be maybe at like 82 or something. But at 50, so we got past the, the unkillable blocking. We're past all of that, past turn 50. Look at this. We still have a lot of shields active. This team is not in any danger at all, but definitely scaled so much higher than I thought it was going to be. So much higher. So I would love to know, guys, before we keep fast forward and get to the end of the video, leave me some comments on how much damage you think this comp is going to do. I'm going to do the same thing in my Twitch chat live, and then we're going to see where we end up. All right, guys, so right now we're at turn 75, 76, and look at that. We are teetering on the 200 million damage mark. Still doing really, really well. Now what we're gonna do again is, we're gonna come back around turn 100 and see how this team is doing. I did ask you, Wes, when he starts to notice this team falls apart on magic. So he says it tends to be around turn 105. So it's going to be interesting because we scaled quite a bit. If you guys recall, last we kind of did a check-in was probably around like 50, right? And where were we at, like 110? 110, and then we went to 75. It was almost not exactly double, but we were definitely there. So it definitely scales quite a bit with Corpulence. Also considering that Corpulent is weak affinity in this against the Magic Clan boss, it's really exciting to see where we're gonna be at. Where Corvus, Corvus is on par considering he's magic. So we're gonna come back in and see where we're at turn 100. All right, guys, so we're back. Hey, Bach, thank you so much for the follow. We're back, you guys, and we're at boss turn 100, and you see they're at about almost 290 mil. Now, normally what should be happening is that the damage should really pick up exponentially as Corpulent Cadaver starts hitting harder and harder. So what we are noticing here is, first of all, he is spirit, so he's weak affinity against this magic clan boss, but also it looks like for a while, he's been kind of hitting a wall at like that 1 million damage a hit roughly. So we're gonna have to see. We might not get close to what US has had before, but this is a really good example to show you what RNG can do, right? How we can have such swings and damage, I guess you could say. Because like I said, against magic and on this team, he's had closer to like that 700 mil, where right now we're at turn 103 and we're at that 300. Now, US also did say that the comp starts to kind of fall apart around 105, which we're getting close to that so we can see. One of the biggest things we can see here is when you look at Krisk. Krisk is starting to have much less of a shield here than the rest of them. You're actually starting to see a bit more of his health bar. See that? I don't know if you guys can actually, see that, but you can actually see a bit of the green compared to everybody else. Like Brogny's got like a smidge. So does Lanicus, but definitely Krisk, we can see that. And Corpulent's damage has been decreasing a bit. There's another mill as well. So again, we'll see what it is. Oh yeah, look at Krisky boy. We'll have to see where this starts to fall apart. Every now and then I fall apart. We'll have to kind of see where it is. All right, so we're at turn 107. They have not fallen apart yet. So what we're gonna do is we'll fast forward a bit. So we're gonna keep an eye to where we start seeing them kind of start breaking down and seeing where the damage is. So we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're at turn 110 and look at Krisk. Mayday, mayday. Look at Krisk. I'm getting worried for our cockroach turtle boy. You can see he's got a full bar of green. There's no shield there. I'm getting worried. So we'll have to, we're gonna have to see what starts to happen. Oh, Krisk down, Krisk down. So what happened? He dropped at 112. So this is where it starts to slowly have its decline. With one cockroach down. That's kind of what we thought was going to happen, though, because again, looking at everybody, his bar was becoming the most visible. And again, so that was at around turn 112. Call 911, Krisk is down. That's right. Cockroach down, cockroach down. Rip. All right, who do we think is going to drop next? It looks like it's going to be a toss-up between Brogny and Lanicus, because it looks like, look at Corvus and Corpulent. Like, these guys are stacked, but it looks like it's going to probably be a toss-up between Brogny and Lanicus. So same thing. What we're going to do is I'll fast forward a bit and then we'll come back and see where we're at. All right, we're back, guys. And whoa, turn 118. We actually lost both Brogny and Lanicus. It looks like the cockroach got hit hard by Raid. And then went the dwarf and then the dark elf. So now we have Corvus and Corpulent. Corvus and Corpulent. So again, guys, like this is such a good example of RNG swings. Oh, we did it. Look at that. We're almost at the turn limit. So if you guys have never seen that warning come up before, consider yourself warned. So now I'm curious. Are we actually going to make it to the turn limit? I don't know. The dwarf came up a little short. So before YouTube gets mad at me for my puns, that was Twitch chat, okay? That wasn't me. Twitch chat's used to my puns and dad jokes anyway. Okay, it looks like Corvus might be next, actually. Corvus might be next. Yeah, buffs are gonna start to fall off before we get there, but that was kind of cool. If you guys had never seen that happen before, now you've seen what the warning looks like. All right. That's close. I think Corvus is gonna drop first, but we'll see what happens. Okay. What do you guys think? Those of you guys watching Twitch? Actually, I guess those of you guys watching YouTube too. Who's gonna drop first, Corvus or Corpulent? Who is going to be the last one standing? Leave me a comment. What do you think's gonna happen? I think Corpulent's gonna be the last one standing. Oh boy. Right side, you think? So on the left is Corvus. Oh, and there we go. Corvus down and Corpulent the last one standing. And there it is. There it is. Boss turn 131. Total turn count was 1,040. And look at our total damage. 365 mil. 365 mil. All right, here we are. So we're gonna start left to right. Corvus did 54 mil. 54 mil damage for Corvus. Krisk 8.5, which that's fine, right? Underpriest Brogni almost did 48. So I mean, that's about, you're right. US has been saying he's been noticing Corvus doing more than Brogni. Lennox at 14 mil. Look at Cadaver at 240. 240. The dude did primarily most of this, right? 240 out of the 365. Corpulent did pretty much the majority of it, which is crazy, right? Guys, leave me some comments down below. Do you have Corvus? You know, what kind of comps are you running? And as always, US, thank you very, very much for letting us showcase this. I think this was a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, guys. All right, guys, Twitch chat's like, excuse me, no, Leila, you have to go run campaign. My bad. All right, we're back. Let's go run campaign. Run Brutal 12-3. 3 seconds through wave 1. Look at him go, Corvus. All right. Now this is with a team. We could also run him solo and see. But of course, like, so those of you watching on YouTube, when I literally say my chat's obsessed with watching these champs run campaign, I literally mean it. All right, 18 seconds. Let's run him by himself and see how he does. Let's go. Look at that. 3 seconds through wave 1. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Settle down, sir. This is a family-friendly channel. 8 seconds. What's also fun with this guy is you actually get to see his animations. So US officially, you know, this time I really mean it. Thank you so much for letting us showcase Corvus. Guys, I mean, look at that. I believe he said his best time so far with this comp is about 700,000 damage. Yeah, isn't that what I said? 700 mil? I'm doing this live and Twitch chat's like,